Well, Chris, it's about time. No, I'm here with Chris from FN. FN is making a pistol in best millimeter.
Sure are.
I'm giving you crap, but best millimeter is one of my favorites. Thank you for bringing out the 510. Let's walk through it. I like the fact that we've got some flush fit mags in the customary 15 rounds. That's pretty standard for best millimeter pistols, and we've got these Stendos in 22 rounds.
Yep, indeed.
A lot of the features of this are going to be par for the course for FN pistols, right?
Yes, that's correct.
So what do we got? We got obviously a threaded barrel. We got some suppressor height sights.
If you're familiar with the FN 509 Tactical, we kind of follow the same recipe in terms of features there. It's threaded for suppressor or compensator. We know shooting compensator is more common now. It's got suppressor height night sights that co-witness to our low-profile optics mounting system. You can basically mount just about any red dot optic on the market right out of the box. So we have an RMR on this particular one, but your DP Pros and a lot of other different footprints will basically all fit on this.
So we've got, so it ships with adapter plates?
It does, right in the box.
What's the slide cut to without a plate?
It's the Shield footprint, or the Delta Point Pro is basically the most native one for the 509, the 510, and the 545 Tactical.
Gotcha.
And then we've spent a lot of time working on...
Because, with whatever that base footprint is, that's going to be the most important one, because I can use an adapter, and these shims are really thin, but no matter what you put in there, it's going to raise that sight a little bit, and it's nice to know that the Shield footprint, you can argue all you want about which footprint and all that, but a lot of the sights that come in that footprint tend to have a really thin lower portion to them, so you can get them nice and low, and that's one of the biggest things for me, is being able to sit that dot real low in the slide.
Yep, for sure. Yeah, so between the Shield footprint, the Delta Point Pro actually has a pretty tall deck height, so basically all of the shims that are basically provided in the kit basically shim up the other remaining commercial optics to kind of get the true co-witness on the sight. There's that. I think one of the things too, we were talking, before we started filming, the trigger feels really nice. In order to be able to control and shoot accurately 10 millimeter, we want to be able to have like a really nice trigger. So go for it. But about 6 pound brake, breaks in a little bit. Feels nicer the more and more you shoot it. But it is really like nice and crisp. The reset's good, so we're really proud of that.
The reset is really, really positive. It's a wide frame because it's 10 millimeter. It's going to fill up a lot of your hand, so it feels real chonky. But we've got such an aggressive grip on these, I guess 509 series, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it feels it. I mean, I haven't put any rounds through it. Didn't go to range day, and I'm kind of glad about that, to be honest. Yeah. I saw the pictures and videos, and it is so
raining
cold.
Sideways, cold. Yeah.
It's always a little colder in Boulder than it is in Las Vegas, and just going outside the hotel yesterday, it was windy and it was cold, and I'm so happy I wasn't out there, but I would have liked a chance to shoot this.
Sure.
It feels like it'll soak up 10 millimeter really well. I've shot a lot of different 10 millimeter guns, and the back strap on this feels like I've got a lot of surface area for that recoil. I've got a really high grip on the gun. This is a really good fit for the cartridge, I think. I can't wait to get some rounds downrange.
Yep. So it's matches a lot of the same grip textures and things like that. We did have to recontour the back grip and everything like that, just because of the different size of the grip frame and everything. But we felt really pretty proud about that. I think it fits most hands. It does come with a thinner back strap, so for people that have smaller hands that may have a little issue reaching that trigger, they can take the medium off, put the small on, and that way they can get a more firm grip.
Well, I got short, stubby little peck fingers, so it's hard for me to get my fingers all the way around 45, 10 millimeter size frames. Speaking of which, is there any sort of parts compatibility with your 45 models?
There is not. So the magazines aren't compatible. Basically it looks like a 509 from the exterior, but it does have basically mostly all new components.
Okay.
So
well, I mean it's a lot of good news, actually, because a lot of companies will take their 45 pistol and they'll just, now it's a 10 millimeter. The reason being that the overall cartridge length of 10 millimeter and 45 auto are the same length, so usually you can just shoehorn a 10 millimeter into a 45 frame. And you guys clearly didn't do that. You said, I'm going to make a 10 millimeter pistol and not just retrofit a 45.
Yeah, what we tell our sales team is basically the only thing that's really compatible is the low profile optics mounting system. So,
which would be the same on your 9, 40, 357 SIG. Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
awesome. I'm real stoked about this. So let's talk about the same questions we always do, which is how much is it going to cost and when can I get one?
So MSRP is $1139, and we have like the tactical model and the 510. We also have the 545, and they are shipping now to distribution. So they are out in the wild right now. So
outstanding. You walk into your local gun shop, you can probably find one on the shelf if they don't suck.
Yep.
Awesome. Thank you so much for taking your time with me and putting up with my nonsense. Thank you guys for watching. Please support our sponsors. We can't do this without them. We gotta drink beer and eat food and get home and not piss off the wife and pay the bills and all that. So please help us pay the bills. Support our sponsors. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you. I love you.